Hello comrades, welcome back to Commander Brito-Ruskie-Ski, and today we are going to be reacting to Wendover Productions' China's geography problem, because many of you know China, the worst communist country, comrades, kind of bullshit. Now comrades, if you noticed, I got a new hoodie, comrades, because my old one is broken, as well as sorry, it's true shit though. Let's begin. Now as always, before we begin, comrades, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, comrades. This helps out the channel a lot, and welcome as more reactions will soon come. Let's begin this shit.
This video was made possible by Squarespace.
Sponsor! Comrades, sponsor, suck my dick.
Almost 1.4.
Well, no. Sponsor, if you want to give me money. No. We are communist here.
Million people, but on the other hand, it really doesn't have great geographical protection.
Yes, China bad. In southern China, though, it's pretty good, right?
It often starts with the Yellow River civilization, and there's a good reason.
And they have the Himalayas, comrades. So we do have some protection, comrades. Something your dad did not have.
It grew into the most populous country in the world. The floodplain of the Yellow River is some of the best agricultural land in the world.
Yeah.
In fact, the entire...
Yeah, comrades, it was one of the first civilizations ever, comrades, along with like Indus Valley and Mesopotamia and Egypt, comrades, Egypt.
This was and still is crucial to the country's
That's a bit of Manchuria up there, comrades.
This
Bullshit.
area is just warm and wet enough that farmers can do what is known as double cropping. Once the main crop of rice is cultivated in June and July, another slightly less productive crop can be planted for October cultivation.
What? How the fuck does that work? Wait, so okay, so you plant shit, comrades, you go whoosh, 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 and then you plant shit again and go whoosh, 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 and 4 months of food, comrades. That's enough to fill up one American, comrades. That's good shit.
This increases rice output by about 25%.
Yes, far rice.
Which means China can make more food using the same amount of land.
Ooh.
Europe mostly relies on wheat to feed.
Yes, comrades, Europe, we love bread, comrades. We like our bread, don't we? We do. We do, sadly.
Population, which only outputs 4 million calories of food per acre of
See,
farm.
that's 2 Americans, comrades.
Rice, on the other hand, grows 11 million.
Okay, no, I lied about rice. You can add a couple more.
It's easy to see why there are so many people in China.
Comrades, we know why as well. We know.
To the south, it borders 3 countries: Vietnam, Laos, and Myanmar.
All 3 countries, not the greatest countries, comrades. I have one friend in a Discord server from Vietnam, comrades, so Vietnam gets a point. But Laos and Myanmar, there's no saving those countries, comrades. There is no saving.
The borders between these 3 countries,
oh yes, it's all rainforest, right?
Almost arbitrarily set, because they sort of were. Vietnam's was set after the Sino-French War. Laos's was set...
Sino-French War? When the fuck? What the fuck is the Sino-French War?
Involvement in the Vietnam War, and Myanmar's was set following a small war with China in the 60s. None was naturally set by the environment. All were chosen arbitrarily by humans at war. These
that's
countries
interesting.
are not insignificant. Combined, they have nearly 1 million active military personnel.
Comrades, they got enough army to take your bread, take your rice, comrades. They take your kidneys and they give it to the Mexicans, comrades. It's good shit.
While China, the much larger country, has just over 2 million. Significant conflict with any of these countries would not be a one-sided war. While China would have the technological advantage, and
comrades, the Vietnamese, comrades, they can sneak behind the trees, comrades. They go behind the trees and they're like... comrades, and then they shoot you, comrades. You got to get tunnel rats to fucking go through there, comrades. And the Vietnamese are like, fuck you, psh. And comrades, it's good. It's not good shit, comrades. Americans were pussy holes.
any of these 3
I don't know if any of that made sense.
Significant home field advantage. Vietnam, Laos, and Myanmar are all jungle countries.
Yes.
Difficult
the Jungle Book.
for warfare. This was part of the reason why the Vietnam War lasted so long. It's just so hard to move troops in the jungle, so everything slows down. Without any geographical protection of its borders, it would be significantly easier for Vietnam, Laos, or Myanmar to invade China than the reverse. But China does have...
But let's be honest, they're not going to invade China, comrades, because China would just be like, okay, you get no fucking clothes, comrades. Go on, wear some shitty Vietnamese potato sack. Now, exactly, comrades.
China and India just aren't good friends.
Oh, comrades, China and India, comrades, you know, when you mix Chinese takeaway, comrades, and curry, not good shit, comrades, trust me. Ask the toilet.
They have border disputes, military tensions.
We need the poo and Modi, comrades. Modi looks like an Indian troll face. He looks like an Indian troll face, comrades, and then Winnie the Pooh. Why does Xi Jinping look like that? Xi Jinping, please don't kill me. Don't kill me, please.
And that's why Tibet is so important.
Tibet.
Was historically its
Independence for Tibet. Come on, comrades.
300 years that China took it over. Tibetan people are ethnically different than the Han Chinese inhabiting China's east.
It's
it
true.
just doesn't make sense for Tibet to be part of China, except militarily. Only
Ooh.
0.2% of China's population lives in Tibet, which
It's
accounts
like
for nearly
so much
50%
area, yeah.
of the country's area.
That's so
More
big.
people live in the inner 4 districts of Beijing than the entirety of Tibet.
Chinese, stop fucking.
It's just incredibly desolate, but it serves a purpose. If China
It gets a lot of
controlled
fresh
Tibet,
water, right?
India would. Maybe
Oh.
not formally, but there's
Hello, comrades, I'm Indian Tibet. Comrades, no, that doesn't work. Doesn't work. India cannot get Tibet.
little chance that an independent Tibet
Comrades, Nepal and Bhutan are like shit. India has fucked us.
would not be economically and culturally dominated by either India or China. It just doesn't have enough power economically or militarily to resist. But in China's view, it could not and cannot allow for an Indian Tibet.
Yes.
Indian rule of Tibet would mean that
I see what China means, though.
geographical protection between the population.
I hope they talk about the fact that Tibet has a lot of mountains and a lot of fresh water. Oh no, there's an ad. No, hide. No. Are they gone? No, there's another one. No! Skip. Oh, I'm back.
Not only does Tibet extend China's border to the Himalayas,
Yes.
it's also an
Come on, China owns
unpopulated
Mount
area
Everest.
without the transportation infrastructure needed for an invading India to advance a large number of troops towards eastern China. But that also means that there's not the transportation infrastructure necessary for China to advance towards India.
Ooh.
But China is trying to change that. They
Charlie,
recently
fuck
opened the world's highest railroad to Tibet. They're building highways constantly, and they also opened a large airport in Ningxi. which is miles
Come
away
on,
from the border.
Ningxi.
In the near term,
See,
the
I'm
goal of
Chinese.
these projects is to further integrate Tibet into China. The
Okay.
government has all but failed.
What if they kill all Tibetan people and replace them with Han Chinese? That's also a
Over the
strategy.
native Tibetan population.
I think the
But it
Soviets
can
used it at
change
one
who
point.
lives in Tibet. Hundreds of thousands of Han Chinese have moved into Tibet.
Oh,
and
they are doing it. I was right, Charlie. The fuck are you doing?
visit each year. The government knows that Tibet's usefulness is diminished if when a foreign military shows up, the population thinks that means liberation rather
Yes.
than invasion. But there's another reason.
But if
China
more
needs
Chinese live in Tibet, then they will think it's not
The
invaded.
whole eastern zone of agricultural productivity exists
So much food
because
is
of
made there, comrades. That is probably about 1 billion people living
all
there,
the water
comrades.
from Tibet. The Yellow and Yangtze rivers, China's 2 longest rivers, both get their water from Tibet. And
Yes, I knew it.
water supply
Okay,
is
big brain.
in the
Comrades,
government's mind,
shit hair with
catastrophic
big
risk to
brain.
the country's food security. If there were hypothetically a significant mountain range separating Tibet from eastern China, there's a good chance it would still be independent. The
Oh.
water would still come from China.
But yes, comrades, we need a Tibetan plate to just smash into China, comrades. And then mountains, comrades. Woo!
Mountains
Subscribe.
would act as the geographical protection that China desires. But to the north is another one of China's assets.
Mongolia.
Mongolia.
Yes,
It's
come on, the
enormous,
Mongland.
sparsely populated, friendly country. With the Gobi Desert and other desolate terrain,
The Gobi Desert has always been my favorite desert, comrades. You know, there's the Sahara, the Atacama, whatever the fuck. But they're all bullshit, comrades. The Gobi Desert, best desert.
there's just little
I don't like
chance
China,
that
though.
any modern land-based army could make it across with any efficiency.
Didn't like North Korean immigrants make it through,
Islands
though.
would be enormously long, and by the time they got to the Chinese border, there would have been ample warning.
Yes.
But then again, who would want to invade? Mongolia's only other neighbor is Russia, which is a friendly ally of China both militarily and
Oh,
economically.
see, Russia,
China
good
need not
friend.
worry about its northern border until relations with Russia sour.
Imagine if Russia and China are just like, yeah, fuck Mongolia, comrades.
But that leaves the eastern border. Now you would think that this would be China's safest border, the ocean. But you
And
have
North
to consider
Korea.
that powerful states lay just off China's shores. The most powerful one being the US.
I mean, the US is a couple thousand miles away, comrades, and besides, Japan and South Korea are there, comrades, as well as the South China Sea dispute, which I made a video on.
The United States has a significant Pacific military presence.
That is true in
with bases
Japan,
South
especially.
Korea, Japan, and Guam. It's also
What about
a close
Philippines?
ally with Taiwan, Indonesia, Singapore, and Malaysia, meaning that
Really?
if a
Not the
serious
Philippines?
dispute with China occurred,
I always
the US
thought
would
America
have
was
no
good.
problem blockading China and cutting off its maritime access.
That's true.
And of course, China knows this.
But there's also
That's
nuclear
why China
bombs.
has spent so much time, energy, and political capital to establish sovereignty in the South China Sea by building military bases and artificial islands.
Oh yes, the
It knows
Spratly
that it can use
Islands.
These islands, so it has
That's so
sovereignty.
bullshit. Look at that camera. How the fuck do you just claim that water? What the fuck?
Over the area so it can reach the Pacific.
What the
But
fuck?
ironically, its actions in the area are souring its relations with the very nations that China needs on its side. The Philippines, for example, doesn't have a bulletproof relationship with the US. While the
Ooh.
two countries are allies, Philippine leadership has attempted to distance themselves from the US.
Didn't they have like a drama over Canada's trash comrades?
If China hadn't ruined its relationship with the Philippines over the South China Sea dispute, it could have won them to their side, which would allow
Ooh,
China
that's
crucial
true.
access to the Pacific if the US attempted a naval blockade.
That is true
China's
shit.
entire economy relies on exports, so restrictions to access to the oceans would
Imagine China, no exports, comrades. Bankruptcy, good shit.
economic ruin.
Oh no,
With
Raid
its
Shadow
enormous
Legends.
population, China also relies on the importation of food, most of which comes on ships.
Oh, sorry, does the double cropping not work? Bullshit.
Without jobs or food, there's a good chance the population would rise up against the government and end the current regime.
Ooh.
China
Yes,
didn't want
end
to
it.
be a global
Comrades, replace it with a Leninist regime.
power, spreading its influence to every continent until recently. It wanted to be the dominant power in its region, Asia, but historically it kept its affairs within the region.
That's
It
true.
never colonized
China was never a
outside of
world
Asia,
power, really.
And for much of history, it didn't have a significant navy to project its power around the world. But that has changed because China got so big. China
big.
is now of a size where it cannot support its population with its size alone. Self-sufficiency in food production was a major aspect of China's domestic policy for decades, but the country
Centuries
has
even.
found a way to move past it as its economy has grown. Africa has emerged almost as China's China. It
Oh yes, I
supplies
saw a video about that, comrade, how China's colonizing
the
Africa.
that supplies the world. China has pumped enormous amounts of money.
Okay, comrades, if you want to watch the last minute and a half of the video, go to the original video, comrades. I've been struggling a lot with copyright strikes, so sadly I am not reacting to full videos anymore. I leave out like a minute at the end, because people keep falsely striking me. Bullshit capitalists, comrades. But anyway, if you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, comrades. Also very good video, comrades. I like Wendover Productions, good animation, comrades. I like his maps and I like the way he projects shit, comrades. And also it's pretty cool to listen to. So yes, go subscribe to Wendover Productions. Anyway, leave a like, subscribe, and make sure to let communism strike again.